First scene, I'm with AIDS. Interior, Queen Elizabeth Theatre, evening. The theater is packed to the brim with mostly gay men, everyone standing up and clapping. Guy Ferris, 34, stands on stage looking sickly. Stubble riddles his face and dark rings surround his eyes.
I never wanted this. I never wanted any of this. Why couldn't they all have just left me alone?
The audience just won't stop. They're really into it.
These people don't understand me. The only person who ever got me was David.
Guy lowers his head. A hand touches his shoulder. It belongs to RuPaul Charles, 57, who smiles at him.
It was 1 month ago today that I told him my husband was dead.
Interior, Guy and David's condo, kitchen, morning. Text, 10 months earlier. Guy, looking much healthier, stands in the kitchen drinking a smoothie and having some toast. David, 32, walks out of the bedroom wearing a robe and looking tired. Both men smile the moment they see each other.
I didn't wake you, did I?
No. I wanted to see you before you headed out.
David walks over and they kiss.
What time did you get home last night?
David sighs.
4. The life of a wedding planner. There to the bitter end.
Yep. Can't leave until they play that Frozen song for the 100th time as Cousin Bernie pukes in the plastic bush near the dessert table.
Let it hurl, let it hurl.
David kisses Guy on the forehead.
You're not funny. Don't quit your day job.
Guy looks at his watch.
Speaking of which, I should probably get going.
Guy gets up and the two men embrace for a moment and then share a final kiss.
I'll see you tonight.
Guy smiles and gathers up his things. Interior subway car, day. Guy sits in a crowded subway. The early morning crowd are all still waking up on their way to work.
I've never really been a people person. David was always the life of the party, and guess that's why he planned them.
Interior, cruise and tango, night. David on the dance floor with a bunch of friends laughing and having a good time. Guy sits at a table with a beer as he watches his husband.
Everyone liked David, and I just sort of tagged along.
David's friend Brad, 26, drunkenly sits down at the table next to Guy. Brad shouts over the loud music.
I don't like you!
Interior office, day. Guy steps off the elevator and walks towards his cubicle. His coworkers are mostly clean-cut, middle-aged white people.
Most of the people I work with are a little older than me. They've been doing this for a while. Married, kids, living in the burbs, that type.
Interior office, lunchroom, day. A clutter of his coworkers sit at a table together, all laughing and talking to one another. Guy sits at a separate table, eating alone.
I knew some of them socialized outside of work, but I always kept my personal life personal.
Interior office, Guy's cubicle, day. Guy finishes up his work and heads towards the elevator.
They all found out about me completely by accident.
Interior office elevator, day. He walks in. As the door is closing, a hand pops into the crack and it opens again. In walks Janice, 45, a plain-looking middle-aged woman with short hair.
Janice from accounting looked like a total dyke, but I happen to know she's married to a man. She drives a minivan and is always showing pictures of her babies.
Insert a series of photos of two hairless chihuahuas in ridiculous outfits sitting on the laps of Janice and her husband.
By babies, I mean 2 hairless chihuahuas, which makes absolutely no sense considering she's consistently covered in dog hair.
Guy stares at the large collection of what he hopes is dog hair on Janice's pantsuit. Janice fiddles with a large cross around her neck.
Let's just say this wasn't someone I was going to be getting buddy-buddy with.
Janice looks over at Guy and particularly at his hand, his wedding ring. A large smile forms on her face.
Oh, what does your wife do?
Insert a photo of David and Guy from their wedding, looking happy.
I should have just said that David was Danielle.
Insert the same photo, but now David is an attractive woman. Guy stares at Janice, unsure of what to say. He clears his throat.
Actually, I have a husband.
Janice gasps, unflattering freeze frame on her open mouth.
The look on her face was the same as what I imagine when she wakes up to find one of her babies that have shat on the laminate.
A smile begins to form.
Do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
Guy's the speechless one now.
Yes.
Janice lunges for Guy and holds his hand tight.
Oh, who's your favorite lady? Mine's Derek Barry.
Guy nervously clears his throat again.
Aquaria, but she's a force to be reckoned with.
Janice clutches his hand even tighter and bites her bottom lip. Interior, Guy and David's condo, evening. David and Guy sit around a table in the dining room. David laughs hysterically.
You're lying.
I wouldn't lie about something so serious.
David laughs some more.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're finally making friends.
Guy laughs.
Nah, I'm sure that's the last you'll be hearing of old Janice.
They continue eating dinner. Interior, Guy and David's condo, bedroom, day. David is sleeping. Guy is awake and slowly gets out of bed. He sighs. Interior subway car, day. Guy sits in the crowded car as he watches everyone. Interior office, hallway, day. Guy exits the elevator and walks towards his cubicle. As he walks, he notices people are staring at him. Interior office, Guy's cubicle, day. Guy works at his desk. Janice slowly walks up. Standing next to her is Peggy, 55, a frumpy woman with too much lipstick on.
Hi, sweetheart.
Guy doesn't realize they are talking to him. Janice puts her hand out and pokes him. He looks up and sees them.
Can I help you?
Morning, honey.
Peggy, morning to you too.
Have a good night yesterday?
Guy uncomfortably nods.
Oh, good. You?
Janice smiles.
Oh, wonderful. I went out with my Henry, and then afterwards I watched Dancing with the Stars. Did you watch that one too?
Guy forces a smile.
Sometimes.
Peggy looks at Janice and motions at her to say something.
We go to lunch at Jack Astor's every Friday with a couple of girls. We were wondering if you'd like to come.
Guy's about to open his mouth to say no when Peggy chimes in. She wags her finger with each syllable as she speaks.
You're not taking no for an answer.
Peggy and Janice laugh. Guy fakes a laugh.
Guess that settles it then.